All right, guys, we're out here on a windy day. Storm's about to come in. We got a 2021 Chevy Trailblazer with a 1.3 liter in it. It's got a check engine light on. We got to get it diagnosed quick. Let's get into it. The bling on the steering wheel, it always scares me. Oh, we got bling on the floor mats too. We got blingy floor mats too. I've never seen them. All right. There we go. Let's give her a scan here. Let's see what we got. Thing doesn't want to fit on there with a bling on it. Chevrolet. Okay. Yes. Let's see how fast we can do this. All right, well, we're gonna do should we do a high-speed scan? Let's do a high-speed scan. Let's see what happens on this thing. I have seen the high-speed scan on this thing miss some modules.
You want to get rid of that dinging?
Oh, yeah. I don't even hear it. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, it's done. Didn't miss, got a couple modules, but let's see what we got. Engine control module. We have a P1467 evap purge pump underspeed. Current code. Okay. Evap purge pump underspeed. And we have several different 1.35 engines. We have two of them. We have an L3Z and an L3T. We got to find the RPO codes. Where are the RPO codes in this car? I don't have a clue. Huh?
Gas cap?
RPO codes?
I don't know. Sometimes there's a gas cap, right?
Am I not being? There we go.
Nope.
Nope. Trying to make it more complicated than it is there.
There you go.
All right.
What
Look
are you
at
looking for?
L's.
Yeah.
L3Z or L3T, I think. Yep.
L3T.
L3T.
Yep.
All right. Okay. L3T. I wish there was a way to grab the vent off this thing. China or not? Not equipped for China. Need to do that again. We need to know what kind of transmission's in it. Might as well bring this back here with us. These are going to be M's, M3G, MRG, M3F,
MRG.
MRG.
Yep.
Okay, CVT. Okay.
Is that the last one?
Yep. All right. Do something a little different here on this time. I wonder if there's no way to grab that. All right. Let's go ahead and go into this fault code, display, and
It's
let's.
raining on us.
Is it raining now?
Yeah.
It's just a little humidity. All right, 21,940. How many miles are on this car? Not many. 80,670. Okay. This says, this can't be right. It says the mileage since it first malfunctioned was 21,944. Since the last malfunction, 21,988. Then it's got 80 on it now. So, all right. 150 degrees, engine load, closed loop, yes. Fuel trims, okay. All right, tell you what. I do not know what a P1467 is. Let's go over here. Let's go here. And let's put this vehicle in all data here. You know what? Well, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna do it by year. I don't have a way to copy and paste it in. That's easy. Trailblazer, low cab. Okay. Trailblazer, all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive? That's front-wheel drive. Trailblazer, front-wheel drive. 1.3. And let's go ahead and just go to total codes, P codes, and it was, what was it? 1467. P 1467. 1467. I got aggressive there with the scroll. Got really aggressive with the scroll. 14.
Oh, there you
There we go. All right, I know. Put my glasses on. Trying not to. All right, let's see here. Evap purge pump underspeed is a 67. We saw that already. All right, let's see. Evaporative emission purge pump. It something contains the following components. Evap purge pump. The pump is driven by a 12-volt DC motor, and then it's got the purge pump pressure sensor. Sensor measures the pressure in the component. Okay, in the purge system. So this pump is going to have a pump and a sensor in it. All right, here's 1467. No other codes are set. No other codes are pending. G58, the purge pump, okay, is on, and it's for greater than 6 seconds. Ambient temperature greater than 39. Barometric pressure, okay. Engine's running. Evap purge pump over temperature, no. Okay. Okay. Basically, it's just got to be a. I don't even. Got to be hotter than 39 degrees outside, engine running, and barometric pressure greater than 70 kPa. Ignition voltage, okay, so we got all that. What does it see fail? That's what I want to know. Here we go. Conditions for setting. Evap purge pump speed and desired evap purge pump speed are not within the calibrated range. So the desired speed and the speed are not in the calibrated range for 5 seconds. So it's measuring the speed of this pump, and it's not seeing it do it. Okay. Let's see if we have. It's starting to rain on us now. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad in a second. All right, we're under time crunch here, guys. All right, let's go to actuation. No, let's go to actuation. Let's see if we can activate this pump and watch the desired at the same time. It just got evap system. Okay, here we go. Evap purge pump. All right. Let's see what we got for data here. It's getting a little wet. It's getting a little. All right. So sadly, we. What is more DS? More data maybe? Can I get data? Oh, I can get data. Oh, I love this. Here we go. Evap purge pump command. Here desired evap purge pump speed. Purge pump command. Where is the evap purge pump? It says I've got the speed. That's desired. I don't have. Do you see it? There it is right there. All right. Let's go that. All right, cool. Now let's command it on. So desired is 43,000 RPM. Wow. And the actual speed is 0. Okay. So let's turn that off. We'll leave that sitting there. Let's go back, find out where this pump is located. Had to move it inside. It's starting to drizzle and rain a little bit more than what we want to be outside in. That part, I couldn't find that part on all data as far as specifically that part where it's located. The wiring diagram does show that it's on the left side of the intake manifold. Did a little Google search on it, and this is it right here. So pretty easy to get to, actually. And what I'm thinking is this is going to be a pump, right? It's going to be a vacuum pump is what I feel like for the purge, because these cars have such a low vacuum in the intake. I think we need to have this extra pump to be able to pull it through and actually purge the system. So purge valve is located back here, right? So that's where you can see this tube is coming straight over to this. So it looks like, like I say, there's a sensor in that assembly, and then there's a pressure sensor in that assembly, and then there is the pump. The pump part looks like it is, if we go right here to the wiring diagram, it is going to have a ground. We can see the ground here, and then we can see 2 other wires going to it. I traced this green and brown back, and we can see that it goes to several things, right? You see it goes to that engine coolant flow control valve. It comes up here to engine coolant pump, and then it comes over and goes to the engine control module, and you see it says LIN bus, right? So LIN bus 4. So that's going to be a communication. So basically the engine control module is going to communicate on that bus, and it's going to talk to all those 3 different components to turn them on and off. The other one here, so let me see if I can get this thing to work right, because it doesn't want to do what I want it to do on here with the turning these highlights on and off. I never can get those to work right, really. There we go. All right, now let's highlight the purple. All right, there's your purple, which you can see goes in there also. And we can see right away it's going to do a lot of stuff, because we can see some stuff already highlighted over here. A bunch of stuff highlighted. So let's follow it back, and we can see it goes across to a lot of stuff, and then it jumps up here, and you can see it comes out of this fuse. Right, so it's coming from that fuse. So that's going to be power. So now we know to make this pump function, we're going to have, get back over here, we're going to have ground on pin 5. We're going to have power on pin 6. And then we're going to have a LIN bus on pin 4. So when we turn this thing on, we should see some activity. So what we need to do now is get a scope into those 3 wires. It's going to be super easy. It's going to be the easiest one I've ever gotten to in my life, actually, probably. Let's get those 3 wires with a scope, and let's take a look. Do we have power? Do we have ground? And then are we getting a communication? Is the network working? Are we getting communication to it? So let's get that scope hooked up to it. You have to excuse the scope. My scope's on the other end. We're still fighting this weather, and we need to get this quick. So I've got the scope hooked up. Come on in, let me show you what I got. And again, you guys are going to know that I'm in a hurry, because you know how I always like my back probes to match, but back probes are not going to match. Forget about the back probe color. The yellow lead is in pin 6. That's power where that wind is coming in. The green lead is in the ground. That's pin 5. And the red lead is in pin 4, and that is going to be our LIN bus. I also double checked. I went on and I looked at what the LIN bus should look like, just to be sure that we're looking at the right thing. Jumped into all data, I just typed in LIN at the top in the search bar, pulled it up, and went to the LIN bus information, and it's basically a square wave to 12 volts. All right, here we are. Let's jump back over into the scanner, go back into the evap purge. Yeah, it said that I had a weather warning. It said 259, expect rain. It's 258. Here we go. Hit on. All right, guys. We got 1 minute. Oh, I didn't do the record. Let me do this quickly. There we go. All right, I hit on right there. Let's hit off. All right, what we're looking for, we're gonna do this really fast. What we're looking for is, do we have a good power? That's our yellow lead. Power is good. Do we have a good ground? That's our green. Green is good. It's not doing anything. These little spikes are nothing at all. And let's go over here. Let's make sure that our LIN bus is actually doing what it's supposed to do. And it is. Right, so we see we're pulling down below 1 volt all the way up to 12. All right. And the rain is coming, sure, when you got that door open. All right, guys. Rain's coming in. We're going to have to get this valve. We've got everything to it that we need. Clearly that valve is not spinning. We got 0 RPM, I'm sorry, pump. So we're gonna need to get that pump ordered. Let's see if we can't find one. Let's get authorization. Let's come back. Good news. Kind of good news. Well, yeah, kind of good news. A part was available. OE part not available for this car for 2 weeks. We had to get a standard. I was hoping it was gonna be an OE part in the box, but it's not. But it could be, actually. No, I don't know. Whatever. This is what we got. We'll stand behind it. I was looking at it to see what it's going to take because, like I said, there's no information in it, and we're kind of, the weather is kind of going over us right now. There's no information on how to replace this. It doesn't look too difficult. Looks like we've got maybe some screws here. I can see them over here, like Torx bits. My concern is, because we've got this tube, am I going to be able to get it out? Now, while I was looking at it, check this out. You see that wind is coming in. Look at here. That bolt's missing, right? And then there's a bolt down here for where the air tube is. That's missing. And I think that goes to this bracket. This goes to this bracket. So somebody has been in here. And I don't know if somebody's attempted to do this before. I don't understand why they didn't. Clearly they didn't put the bolts back in there, so we're going to probably have to do that. Maybe somebody tried to diagnose this before. This isn't information we got from the client. And then they tried to replace it and found out it was going to be hard to replace because I started looking at where the next, since obviously that bolt's off, the next bolt down is like way buried under there. So
that's why the code said 21,000 miles ago.
No, it said at 21,000.
Oh, I thought it was 10.
21,000. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we can't get it loose with the Torx bits. We're gonna have to find some bolts to put in there. So let's go ahead and see what it's gonna take to get these guys out. Gracious.
You just go flying.
Hey, it's so dangerous in there. All right, I gotta have a light here. I can't see how that comes out. Might have to look up and see how this comes off. Oh, no, there we go. Don't make it overcomplicated, Sherwood. All right. Let's go ahead. That's been released too. That clip was released too. It wasn't pushed in all the way. Somebody's been messing around with this thing. Clearly. I'd love to know the backstory, the full backstory on this thing. Same clip up here. It's the same kind of clip, so I'm going to see what we're dealing with here. Pulls up, down. There we go. Okay, so that's got to come out. There we go. All right. There's one. Leave that one alone. Now let's see what we got here. 3 screws here, here, and here. Can't get those out of there. And then we got to hope we can get the unit out. I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't want to put bad mojo on it, say we're not going to get it out of there. Got a lot of drum beating going on above us. Alright. And of course that one. Can't get on with this. Moment of truth. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together. All right, tell you what, let's go ahead, while we've got all that out of the way, let's find some bolts to put in here. I don't think I'm going to have anything with a washer on that one. This one's going to be, shouldn't be any big deal there. That one I don't think I'm going to have. But let's just find something. Got a couple of different flavors here of bolts. This one I think is going to be good for our one down here. Let's see if it'll go in because it's got a washer on it. Actually found that in an old toolbox that was left here by the previous people who had the shop. They left a toolbox here with a bunch of bolts and stuff in it. And that works out. That's going to be really good. A little rusty, but better than nothing in it. Alright, so that's good. So a little bit, that's not too long, it's good. It was a little bit smaller than I had thought it was. But that actually matches really good, it's in there good. Alright, let me give these back to Chris. Thank you, sir. Alright, let's get this thing mounted in there. Always save these kind of things. Never know when you need to plug a, I don't really care about that one, but you never know when you need to plug a hose or something off. All right. Let's see if we can't get this lined up and back in here. Rain is coming down on us now. bolted in. Go ahead, get the hoses back on it. Yeah. Got it in place. Alright, on. Those are tight, that's good. I think we're good. We are ready to test. Let me wash my hands. We'll jump inside, we'll turn it on, and we'll see what the desired and the actual are. Got the data pulled up, we're ready to turn that pump on. Let's go ahead and watch and let's see what happens here. Commanded, there we are, 43. Oh, we can hear it. You guys hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, and it just turned back off. There you go. So we're not gonna be able to do that again. I know that. It's gonna want it to. Yeah. Okay. That's fixed, guys. I mean, now, here's one thing you need to be sure you tell your client on something like this. There's no way that this thing was able to run an evap test with that pump bad. So it is possible, this is what we talk about, you know, if check engine light came on yesterday, one thing's bad. If check engine light came on 6 months ago, all bets are off. My only concern here is why those bolts were missing, clips weren't in. Clearly somebody's been in here doing stuff. So we might be able to run a test on this. I'm not, if we go in here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Service bay test. I will tell you that I've run that service bay test in my career and I've had it pass and it not be good. I've had it fail and it be okay. So I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather the car just do it when it's gonna do it. So we'll tell the client this is fixed. We'll clear the code, and then we'll let her know. You know, once it tests that system, you know, if something happens, it comes back. We'll go ahead and test the rest of the evap system. But right now, this is fixed. We've proven it out. So it wasn't really that bad of a job. I mean, we went in here during a rainstorm. We pulled the code, got some information, and got with the scope. Three leads in the scope. Didn't even need more than 4 this time. So a 4-channel scope would have been perfect for you. Jumped in there, found the data, found it bad, put it in. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. She's fixed and ready to go. So appreciate you guys watching this one. If you like it, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, bell notification, and hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.